Welcome, beautiful souls. Let's take a collective breath together. Deep inhale. Let it go. What do the councils of light wish for you to receive in this time? They are showing me the image of a flower in full bloom. And out of the flower, a beautiful waterfall of water is pouring and spilling out. Now, in this 3D earth plane, when we view a flower, we don't see the energy per se with our human eyes. We don't necessarily see the energy, the aura of the flower that's coming out of the center, out of the blossom, out of the stamen. So they're showing me this to tell you that there's much more abundance around you than meets the eye, quite literally. It's time to start seeing into the veil. So for many of us, the veil is lifting, it's dissolving, it's thinning, whatever you want to call it. And what is the veil? Maybe that's not something that you fully understand. The veil is literally this kind of like permeating, if that's the right word, moving, breathing membrane. I once had this amazing drum journey. It was probably only 10 minutes. And it was one of my first times going into the middle world. So the lower world is like the animals, minerals, plants. The upper world is like spirit guides, beings, all this. And in shamanic cultures, it's often advised that you not go into the middle world until you have a significant amount of experience. And they say that because they say I don't know, they just say it's easy to get lost in the middle world. I don't even know if I resonate with that or believe in this, but at the time, I thought, okay, well, I'm going to, respect that since that is what is being offered to me at this time. So when I first went to the middle world, it was sort of spontaneous, and I was transported back to my childhood home when I was about 6, and I was standing. So there's always this hill by the side of the house. I just always liked that hill. Tall grasses would grow, and I would sometimes as a child go and lay down in it, and I just loved it because it was like no one in the world could find me unless they walked close enough to my exact spot where I was laying, and it just felt so safe. So it was way out in the country too, in West Virginia, so I just felt like I couldn't be found. And it was just such a cool feeling. But anyway, that hill always had really magical uh energy to me as a child. So anyway, in this middle world journey with the drum, I found myself at the base of that hill, but this time there was the membrane. And it on the other side, I could see through it, and on the other side it looked just like it did on this side. So that's how in my vision at that time I was like, oh, this is the middle world. This is a middle world journey. So I kind of like the movies, kind of like you're like kind of moving through something liquidy, membrane-ish. Like I popped through to the other side, and I didn't need to look behind me. I just knew that the membrane just like perfectly reformed. Like I didn't damage it. It was just like it had always been. And then I found myself in the middle world. And I was like, holy cow, this is crazy. As soon as I stepped into that middle world, I started getting hit by all these little black, what felt like gnats. And see, my spirit world, I see things, it's very visual, full color, like full color, full detail, smells, all of the things. And I didn't have to ask, I just knew. The little gnats were all of the disincarnate souls that I would be helping in my lifetime. as Jolie. I would be helping these souls like either cross over or they had already passed, but maybe were a little bit caught in the in between. So, you know what it's like to go through a gnat storm, right? It's probably happened to you. You've been running or walking outside, or you were on your bike as a child and you went through a gnat storm. It's kind of like, like one gets in your nose, one gets in your eye, and it's fine. You're not, getting bit, but it's not really comfortable. So it's like, okay, this is interesting. But I felt safe. Like they weren't harming me or changing me. They were just kind of like bam, bam, bam. And then I was like, okay, like what's going on here? And I looked up on the hill and the angel of death was up there, kind of waiting for me. Its back was turned towards me. So I had no fear because I love the angel of death. And yeah, I won't say more about it. I just love the angel of death. Well, what I was going to say is that the death card in the tarot deck would just like find me, follow me, fall out. I would pick it every single time for a long, long time. And that does not mean death of a person. It's halfway through the major arcana in the tarot deck. So like the fool is the beginning of the journey, the wheel of fortune is the end. The death is what we have. Everyone has this in our life, the falling away of something no longer serving us. So anyway, when I saw the angel of death, I was excited. And this was my first meeting, I believe. I've had a few meetings with the angel of death. Anyway, so I walk up the hill, and the angel of death slowly turns towards me. I mean, it's like cryptic, right? It's just like, oh, and she turns towards me, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like staring into the face of the angel of death. It was the coolest thing. The angel of death is young, it's old, it's feminine, it's masculine, it has flesh, it's bony, it's gorgeously beautiful, it's ugly and old, and its skin moves and breathes, its face moves and breathes and shape shifts as you look at it, because it is all things. It is a reflection of everything that you have been in all of your lifetimes combined. So, in essence, you're looking at yourself. You're looking at your own reflection, your own depth of soul across all time, all space, all of the multiverse. Now, I didn't realize that immediately at the time. It took a while. But I just stared into the angel of death and thought, oh my gosh, this is anything but morbid. This is beauty. This is everything. This is God. This is, I don't know. It's hard to put into words. So I kind of like went down that story of like telling you about this, and I don't even remember what else happened in that vision, like because that was just so powerful in itself. And I mean, there was another time I asked Angel of Death a question about my kids, and I'm not going to go down that story, but the reason that this has come in because I just asked the councils of light what you need to hear today, and they immediately showed me the vision of the flower, but they showed me this beautiful cascading waterfall of energy coming out of that. And then what they said is that they want me to remind you to look into the veil, like to start asking. Maybe you already do this work, great. So I mean, I make these videos for everyone, so wherever you are in your journey, what you think is happening is just your agreed upon reality. So, I mean, I think I said this in another video. It wasn't that many months ago that I was sitting out on my dock, and with my eyes open for the first time, I saw a dragon come out of the canal. Like its whole body, it was red. It came out, and it's like, oh my God. I put my hands on its head like this, and we like went like left cheek to left cheek. I closed my eyes. I said, I have missed you so much. And I had this, like, I see it now. And I have this whole beautiful like dragon activation. And now that dragon is with me, like he, curl, he, she. Sometimes it's a girl, sometimes it's a boy, sometimes it's blue. And, it's curled around me now because I spoke of it and called it in. So, I had, of course, I was like, wait, what? What just happened? How can I do this? How am I seeing things with my eyes open now? And they said, oh, it's because you can see through the veil. It's you're seeing into other dimensions now, into other portals, or like not into other portals, but you know what I mean? Like you're seeing into dimensions. You're seeing the veil is so thin for you now that you can now see other realms and other worlds. So why am I bringing this in? Because this is for you. The flower, the cascading waterfall out of the center. There is so much more energetically happening. That's what it is. This is about abundance. This is about stepping in to your gifts, into your goals, into all the things you've wanted to do. This feels like a scary time in the world to be doing things, and it's not. It's a lie. And I don't like to use harsh words, but the shadow networks are making last ditch attempts to confuse you, to put you into states of overwhelm, fear, pumping out social media stuff that is really, really negative. So it's important to withdraw your energy from all of those external sources that you're allowing your energy to go into. You're kind of making agreement. Like if you watch a social media video about like someone who something really bad happened to, you're kind of making an energetic in agreement to embody that in that moment, whether you think it affects you or not. It does. So the councils are saying it's time to retract your energy. It's almost like 1,000 energetic outlets are plugging into mainstream media, plugging into what's going on in politics, like plugging into like chaos, plugging into drama. Everyone's upset in the world. Everyone's divided. You see what I mean? You're energetically plugging into it. So pull the plugs. Come back home to yourself. You have everything within you that you need. I am only here to remind you what you already carry within you and embody. When you feel lack means, oh, everyone's divided. Oh, politics are crazy. Oh, all this harm is happening. Yeah, it is. But that's not the larger part of what's happening. That's the lie that you're being asked to believe so that your energy can be siphoned. Because when you plug in to these low negative beliefs and into these systems, you're giving your energy away. And that's exactly what the power grid of what we are collapsing needs and relies on to do its work. So when you unplug, this is you returning to energetic soul sovereignty, free will. And then eyes closed, typically for most people, you have to ask for the connection. Spirit, show me the abundance that is here for me that I have not yet tuned into. And breathe and wait for the answer. Let's do it together now. Deep breath in, maybe hands on heart. Before we ask this question, what is one area of your life you're seeking guidance or clarity on? I'm going to be silent. Take a moment. Name the most effortless thing that comes to your mind. What is one thing that you're seeking clarity or guidance on? Just pick one part of your life. Let's take a moment of silence to let that rise. Now ask Spirit, please show me a sign, whether through an image, a feeling, a sign, a symbol, a knowing, a sound, something to help guide me toward what is waiting for me to witness, what is waiting for me to notice once I pull the energetic plugs from what is not serving me and humanity. What can I turn my gaze toward that I have not yet been able to see? Breathe deeply and await. Trust any intuitive impressions you receive. I'll be silent. Breathe and ask. Now, if anything came to you, and please try this again later, repeat this exercise over and over and over. Sit down, breathe. Imagine yourself unplugging from all of those external sources, all the things creating confusion, upset, worry, fear, things aren't right in the world, all of those things. Unplug. As spirit, spirit, please guide me. Guide my gaze toward what is waiting for me to witness it. However, you want to ask, use your own words, and then wait. Practice this over and over and over. Your intuition muscle is a little rusty, it's a little calcified, and it just needs breath and it needs practice. So I'll share mine. I asked, I'm doing all of these things. I'm doing too many things. I know that all these things are supposed to like come together. Some of them are supposed to merge. Some I need help with, whatever. And it showed me an infinity symbol. And then it turned the infinity symbol like vertical. And then it showed a cone. And the cone was meaning like pinpointed focus, like a root going down into the earth. And the message, I didn't hear a voice or anything. Sometimes I hear voices, but it was just a knowing. And it said, this is infinity. This is everything. Everything is flowing. Everything is fine. Everything is as it should be. And it's all being done for you. Like it was just like trust. So my word that came through besides the infinity symbol was trust. It's happening. It's being done for you, all of it. And so that was enough just to trust that all of these myriad of things that I'm doing, all these things I'm still doing that they say I need to let go of, it's all happening. It's all being done. It's all in motion. I have support. I have divine help. I have the help of source. And I do not need to worry or stress because all that does is delay the process. It's happening. It is done. It is done. It is done. So let's return back to the image of the flower with the waterfall, like cascading out of it. What are you missing? There's beauty everywhere, guys. I mean, there's people studying single plants. Like I heard this woman, it was actually Rebecca Campbell, who I love her, and she has amazing like tarot oracle cards and things. And she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm studying herbalism," and they said like you need to study one plant for 3 years, and I'm like, "What? Like, do you understand that there are people who dedicate their entire life to studying a single thing? Look at this planet. There are trillions of trees. There's all kinds of animals. There's science, there's biology, there's adventure sports, there's swimming, boating, sunshine. I mean, there's infinite things to focus on this planet. So why the heck are you looking at all this social media, allowing yourself to get stressed? I mean, time to shift the focus. So, again, there's unlimited, abundant, beautiful, healthy. I mean, this place is a freaking miracle. The fact that, like, a woman just like, the sperm and the egg, and then the thing just happens. I mean, I've had 4 children. It is a miraculous process. You don't have to think. I mean, you have to eat and you need to sleep and you need to, like, rest more, but like the whole thing just happens. There are miracles happening all around you. There is like really wild, crazy stuff happening at all times, but you're too busy upset about politics. I mean, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Right? And I'm talking about myself too, because after I got home from Bali, I shared this on Facebook. I was so jet lagged, I couldn't channel for a while. I couldn't focus on anything. So, what do you do? I mean, I was so tired. I couldn't do work. So, I looked at social media and I started to feel really bad really quick. I still look at a little social media, but the second something negative comes on, that is my trigger to get off. So and I'm telling you, the universe responds to you. It's crazy how they send me the exact memes I need to see. They send me the exact messages I need to see, like the thing I posted about the earth being seated um 2000 years ago, and the chromosomes, and like, the star beings did this. They created humans, and people are really freaked out about that because then they feel like an experiment, but it's like way more beautiful than that. And you chose this, you were part of that seeding, like you are part of it. You've just forgotten. You're no experiment. You're part of like the beauty and the magic of what exists here. You just forgot. So, there's a lot that you could be focusing on. So I use social media as an oracle, I use it as an intention based practice. And when I look at it, I'm aware, Jolie, you're looking at social media. Okay. The second something negative comes on, I'm off. I'm out. I let that be my sign to unplug, detach, pull my plugs out, and remember the abundance of magic and beauty around you. Okay, there is a gnat swarm outside just past the porch. Isn't that interesting? The last time I told this story, it was to my mom, and that day, a gnat flew up my right nostril. That was interesting too. So, anyway, do you see what I'm saying? Like signs and synchronicities are everywhere. Everything's connected. Where attention goes, energy flows. What you think about amplifies. So, unplug from whatever's making you in a crappy mood and focus on this beauty and abundance and greatness of planet Earth. It's here for you. You're part of the new earth, remembering it. And we need you to step into your joy states, into trust, into divine light and love and abundance, remembering that you are a powerful, infinite, co creating being of this dimension. Thank you. I'm trying to create more videos and channel almost daily. So if you're still here with me watching, thank you so much. And I hope to see you next time.